Hey YouTube, I thought I'd come on real quick and do a little update. It's been quite a while since I've been on talking about my first garden. And here, tomato plants, they're getting pretty big. These are basically uh, the bush tomato plants. And I do have them outside. And I got this little thing here just to catch the type of bugs that are surrounding uh, the plants, just to see. I don't know which ones are harmful or not, but they seem to be doing pretty good. They got a good mixture of three different types of soils, some perlite, and I put some fish fertilizer in there. And so that's that. And I'm gonna go over here. I haven't decided what I'm gonna start over here yet. I can't figure out how to stop my dog from digging everything. Down there, right there was a stop. Get out of there. Was a strawberry plant that he somehow got a hold to, and you know. But here is a bell pepper. Hopefully, it comes up. I just planted it in there, so the roots will get a little big. In the middle, those look like those are small bell peppers. I don't know quite yet. But I'm gonna go to the front yard and I guess show you the rest of the remainder of the garden. Alright, so since I was passing through the house, I thought I'd stop in here. These are definitely not doing too well. It may be because they're in these little things. I don't know. But I set them outside. I think it was too cold and they died. I didn't check on them. As you can see, the leaves are just starting to come back. But, these are, what are these? These are, I'll come with the name in a minute. But here, I just started some, what is these? These are some type of beans or whatnot. As you can see, somehow fruit flies got in here and they just been going wild. So I had to catch them. Pretty much got them down to, down. But I had to stop in here and just show that, some of my gardening is not doing too well. But, that happens. We live and learn, and, it was probably time to transport them, and I didn't. So I'm going to go out to the front yard and show you, I guess, the rest of my tomato plants. And I think I got some, what is it? I'll show you outside. Now here are the other tomatoes. They're not, as you can see, they're not as big as the ones in the backyard. Because I planted those before I planted these. As far as, replanting them, taking them out of the little cups that I had them in and putting them into these 5-gallon jugs. So I did those in the back, which are pretty big. And these are not as big. But these definitely get the 8 hours of sunlight, and then, the sun eventually goes off of them in the later parts of the day. Here I have just some compost started. This compost is doing pretty good. It's definitely heating up. I can tell, like, when I turn it over, I can feel the heat coming from underneath. So I water it and it gets dry pretty quick. So I got that little bag to put over it just to keep it a little moist and heat up more. I just built a little box in the front yard, just, to hold everything in and possibly try to keep the ants out. So far, so good. These are grass clippings here that, when I was cutting the grass, I said, hey, well, I'm just going to go ahead and keep these. But, if you just keep grass in a bin, it will eventually just turn into ash. So you do have to put some brown stuff in there, which this is what I have done. I started it off with some peat moss in there, and soon I'll be doing some leaves or whatnot. And I'm just over here just building a box. Let me tell you, this box took about maybe 2 hours to build, and I know that shouldn't be the case, but if you ever try to build a box from scratch, you kind of know what I mean. So in that box, what I'll be putting is these. I'm just going to go ahead and try to save them. These are eggplants right here. They got 3. They came out pretty good, so I said, since they're looking that good, I might as well go ahead and get them into their own little thing. So hopefully that box that I just built is going to be enough for them to flourish in. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put a series of you know, dirt or soil and stuff like that in there, and go ahead and plant those, and that's it. Well, that's been my little update. I don't know if you guys seen this, but this is in the garage. I had to put it in the garage because it's not level outside. I got to do a little cleaning up in here, but outside is not level, and I wanted to bring it in here because it's really nowhere level out there. So that's something I'll have to deal with pretty soon, I'm sure, if I want to use this system. And this is just a gutter system. It took me literally 4 to 5 hours to build this thing. I'm not lying. And it was painful. I just got outside one day and just started building it. It wasn't hard to cut these holes. Pretty easy. I went backwards with the drill saw, and it gave it a pretty clean cut. And so what happens is I can fit my tomato plants on there. Those ones that are outside, they actually got a hole in the bucket like so, and then they got a little mesh cup in there. And eventually I'm gonna fill this up with water so that it can take water from underneath with some nutrients in it. Got some magnesium, some fish fertilizer, which gives a lot of nitrogen. But one thing I ran into was the caps. The water leaks out of these caps because they come off pretty easy, and so I have to find a way. I got some sealant. It's the sealant that you use with the PVC pipes, but I haven't been able to open the sealant because it's hard to open. I banged it. I did whatever I could do. So I'm trying to wait till I can open the thing, and then put a little sealant on the outside. Hopefully it doesn't, poison the water or anything like that. So I make sure it is dry thoroughly before I actually, fill this back up with water and have the plants rely on the water that's inside of there. And so yeah, I guess that's the finish of my little update. I guess I just keep you guys if anything else change, if I build anything else. And so with that, go ahead and subscribe and like this video, and stay tuned for more videos. All right, take care.